Hello, 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 hello. Hi, Valtopia. Hey, honey, what's up? Welcome to my live stream. Let me know if you're watching the playback. Let me know what's going on. I'm Val Cripps. I'm an artist. This is my painting behind me. And listen, beyond being an artist, I'm reading what I've just written. Hi, Susan. I support high achieving and highly aware leaders, messengers, and entrepreneurs who are decisive action takers and ready to bring the mystic to their logic to integrate their spiritual creativity and passion into their business and life so they can be in integrity with their genius. We collapse timelines, we evolve to the next level of inspired leadership. We are allowing higher levels of cash income, impact, and illumination to deeply aligned soul clients and powerfully creative and loving relationships to self and others. Hello, everybody. Hey, Romina. Hey, Sue. So here's what we're going to talk about today, hon. And this one's really one of my hearts. And I channeled this through today. And it's so funny how you can channel through something again and again because it's your wheelhouse. And I want to talk to you control freaks today. I love working with control freaks. I love me some control freaks because here's what happens with being a control freak. And I'm going to take you through a process I've gone through with many clients. And if you see yourself, I want you to really listen tonight because this could make a huge difference in your life and your business. So here's the thing. A lot of times we become control freaks. We tend to want to dominate our experience and have some sense of control over what's happening because in a certain period of our life we didn't have that control. And at some point we've managed to grow up with a sense of this is how we do things. This is how it's done, right? And we kind of crystallize and ingrain this energy. And the way we came into our resonance, into our flow, the way we connected into our strengths, at the time that we came up out of our hardship or our difficulty or our growth, the way we learned, right now it's not letting us expand beyond where we are. And this is who I want to talk to today. Everything might look real good on the outside. Hey, Romina. Everything may look really good on the outside because you've made sure it does. You've made sure to have the things in place, the money coming in monthly, the pretty house, like the nice clothes. You've got the things going or whatever looks good on the outside. But on the inside, you're a ball of anxiety because things are shifting so rapidly. And you know that you're being called to open yourself up to more inspired ideas, maybe different ways of doing business, looking at some more holistic practices, letting yourself, more of yourself come and be authentic in your life and your business. And it scares you. It scares you and you're ready though. You're watching this and you are ready to relinquish this need for control that came from a time in your life. And you may have already done a lot of work. Many people who come to me have already done a lot of self-help, meditation, guide, fitness. And the reason that you're being called into me right now is because it's very clear to you that at this point, you know, opening up these parts of you are going to unlock these parts of you that feel locked. They're not locked and you're not blocked, but you're used to controlling everything and it's let you feel safe and now it's actually undermining your safety. And so the work that we do together, why and how does this work? So let me share this to my page. Thank you everybody for popping on. Say hello. Hi honey. Hey Jen. So let me share this to my page and to my free group Valtopia. And we really want to talk about this from a body standpoint and why this works so effectively and how I've supported my clients. And are you next? Right? Are you the next person to release this way of being and open up to what you're being called to and have a complete shift in your life, in your business, for your clients, for your family? This is what we want to talk about. So let me just share this and tell me how you're doing. Tell me where you're, what's happening with you if you resonate with this control freak message, what you've done about it, what you're doing about it. Where do you feel the control freakness in your body? What are we going to do about it? Oh, this is taking forever to load up. One moment. Why is it so easy to share my live stream? Let me turn this down a little bit too. And if you've already watched this far and you're like, where do I go? I just want to know how to solve this issue before you already know, go to valtopia.com. Am I on my page or am I on Valtopia? Look at me. I'm on my page. Well, goody. That's why everybody was popping on. Hey, honey. I thought I was on my business page, but that's all right. All right, well, this is my business, and this is work that I've done with my clients, and this applies to those of you in my feed. I know there's so many entrepreneurs and so many amazing firebird, like phoenix type of boss creators in my feed who've been through a lot and who's transcended a lot and who actually teach others how to transcend a lot. And you may be finding yourself in a position right now where you need to open up to this, especially in these cosmic shifts. Like parts of you might be coming up for review that you thought you'd already dealt with. And it's really manifesting in this control freakness energy. So, I've talked a lot about the throat and the chest and the witchy wounds that happen. I want to talk to you about other parts of the body that can be affected by this memory in your body of the trauma you've been through and this need to control and how it can play out in the body. And I want to specifically talk about fluffy body, okay? I was channeling for this particular client today, and this particular client is a boss bitch and has her shit together, but is feeling fluffy. And the reason she's feeling fluffy is because of this residual emotional energy in her body, in her story, in her words, in her being. And even though she's done a shit ton of work and may even have a fabulous fitness routine, maybe even a nourishment routine, it's not coming together to feel the glow and the lean and the flow of energy. And it's because of these things that we need to work on. We need to look at where you are tight in your body. We need to look at and do the shamanic, the frequency clearing, the sound clearing. Here's how I work. As I have tuned in with my clients before, when we begin the process, people always come to me and they're like, I've already done so much work on this, and this is the one thing that we could never address, or, I paid thousands of dollars and it didn't happen that way, or I've shifted this so much, I can't believe it's back. We tune into parts of your body that I will help you with the work that I do with my gift to surface up these feelings and emotions and address the root cause of these feelings in your body. And the reason it's so tricky for me to explain what I do and for us to understand is because most of my clients don't actually know that this shit's bothering them. most of the work that we do after you're done, the outcome of the work is a release of these energies. Sometimes that comes as an actual physical release. Sometimes it is an experience of a shift in life. Sometimes it's actual work that needs to be done to rearrange life. Sometimes it comes as just feeling different in your body. But when we experience that shift, we begin to have different ideas. We begin to move through places that before you simply dealt with it a different way. And I find a lot of these clients are still, even though you know about the laws of attraction or you know about speaking positively in your mind, you understand how energy and creation works, we're still beating ourselves up. And this type of fluffy still is beating herself up or thinking negative thoughts. Let me see some of these comments. Hi, Lisa. Thank you. Sue says, this came for me at the perfect time. Good, Sue. All right. Romina says, for me, it's come up as a need to sleep and escape. Not typical for me at all. Integration. Absolutely. Yeah. Yes. And for the clients that I'm really wanting to work with, you aren't letting yourself take a nap, or maybe you have begun to learn about some type of self-care, but it doesn't feel valid to you, and you don't understand what a powerful investment this is in shifting your energy and your vitality and your being and your business. And so, you may be kind of hovering at 15K months. We're not talking that you're totally down and out. We're talking like lags. We're talking speed bumps. And the reason you're manifesting as fluffy is because there's inflammation, like you're holding on to a way of being and energy subconsciously. You may be actually, there's no shame in your game. And I want to talk to those of you that are doing the work and are wondering why it's not working, right? You are having a fitness plan. You are spiritual. You are bringing it through, but it's still, there's something in your mind that still isn't on board with you shifting into this new way of being and integrating it into your business and your life. And you're guilty because you know your soul is like, yo, bitch, this gotta happen. And your human being is like, oh no, we just got all this shit figured out. We're not letting go. We are not surrendering. We are not submitting to anyone or anything. And that voice that says no may be so subtle and buried so deep that you're not even knowing that it's happening. These are thy clients, right? Because they're boss bitches. They are visionaries. They're creatives. And part of the reason we struggle is because we are doing things that others haven't done before. And so when you're merging into that territory, you're breaking through a lot of conventions, perceptions, and barriers that you, as a powerful boss person who has a lot of people, responsibilities, and you've learned to do things a certain way, it doesn't feel very good to let that go. You want to invest in yourself to let go and to understand how to reformulate your energy and your vitality in a way that works for you so that you're not having this perfect scene on the outside and this terrible anxiety on the inside. Anxiety is a manifestation of that lack of integration between those parts of you. And just suppressing and ignoring parts of you that don't seem conventional or that you're not really sure how to use, but they're asking to be implemented in your life will result in health problems, fatigue, chronic fatigue. If you are a messenger and a leader and you have all this energy that wants to come through you and you've been activating yourself and lighting yourself up more and more, and you're not creating the flow of space in your body and life and business to allow the maximum energy of you to come through, you will experience fatigue and you will experience illness every time you try to upgrade, for example. I have somebody that I know, like a few clients, that when they tried to manifest or improve their situation, they keep getting sick. This is the kind of thing where it's no longer time to keep going through that cycle over and over again and years after years, then suddenly becoming the version of you that you need to be. Let's get to the root of this and flush that out. Let's clear and activate your energy. I have a 90-minute deep dive that would do a whole lot at once and a 6-week support. I'm not going to do this deep work on you in a 90-minute session and then not support you for the next 6 weeks. Your life will be transformed. You will be energetically rebooted. And with our daily connection, we work through all the mind fuckery and all the real life stuff that happens when you do reboot and re-energize your cellular structure and awaken your DNA to your higher levels of awareness. And you change the patterns and behaviors that you've been doing that are keeping you exactly where you've decided you don't want to be anymore, and that are creating these lags and delays in your business, which is then affecting your enjoyment of your life. And as Sue says, it's a self-sabotage, but it might not be the kind of a lot of times when we think of self-sabotage, we think of someone that's drinking or something, or, but in this case, you could actually really be doing a lot of hard work and showing up and wondering, why isn't this all coming together? Because it's not coming together. It's not actually coming together. You've got a part of you that's expressing and doing what feels like, you've set up these systems, your business, your life to look really perfect on the outside, but it's not aligning to your soul vision. It's not aligning to the ways that improve your health and vitality. It's not aligning to your deepest desires. And so we work through all of that, either in my 6-week glow up activation or in my 4-month overflow, which is really a beautiful deep dive. It is a powerful journey back to yourself. It is a wonderful way for someone who has had a lot of trauma and control type of issues and really wants to have that sense of self-mastery and connection to inspiration. What happens when you clear this energy and open up is you begin to revitalize your energy and your magnetism, and you begin to have a different set of ideas. And as I said in the title, it's time to feel fulfilled and complete and from the inside. And so you go from a business that's lagging, where you need to innovate and shift, to something that's full of inspired, that brings cash infusions and consistency. This is what happens when you're able to show up for yourself all the way on the inside to the outside. And when you're able to be more flexible in the moment and grow and expand in a way that is healthy versus feeling like, holy shit, I don't know how I got here, but this is where I'm at and I got to keep a lockdown on it or everything's going to fall apart. And what am I going to do? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? No, fucking grab the bull by the horns, decide to invest in yourself, take a few weeks or a few months to have somebody be with you, a powerful cosmic shaman and a creative visionary entrepreneur who's been through this with many other clients, guide you through the times when you're going to think you can't do it and the times when you're not quite sure how to do it and when you're not quite sure how. I'm there with you energetically, spiritually, all kinds of ways. Henny says that's exactly my struggle at the moment, feeling something's coming up. I know what to do. I also teach, but I also need space held for me and new awareness at new levels. I'm telling you, it is vital for the leaders to lead themselves with the kind of support that's going to take you into that next paradigm. The stuff that we're doing hasn't been done. So if you doubt that call you're having to support yourself with premium level daily care that's going to get you through those little places where you spin and loop or where you keep reverting to your old habits, or where you simply can't go beyond what you've known because you need some education and you need some support to move through some really sticky patterns. It is not a waste of your time. It is the most valuable thing you can do for yourself and will expand your business exponentially when you address yourself. We look at your business too in relation to how you're relating to and how you can expand and maximize what is aligned to you and how you can magnetize soul clients and family and relationships. Everything gets a reboot and a refresh, and it's a powerful experience. And I'm going to be sharing more client stories and how we move through these kind of physically energetic, subconscious traps of energy that keep us stuck in old paradigms where we want to move forward and really have the kind of income and impact that we were meant to, that we're doing, that we're being, right? So I'm learning to explain my process so much more powerfully. I'm so grateful for my coach and mentor that is on my ass every day because I need it. I'm a creative, and creatives tend to spin out, and I'm working with people that are the opposite. Those of you that are like a little bit way too down on lockdown and need to open up to your creativity, I will open you up, but in a way that's about integration, impact, income. I like to talk about money because I can't believe how much I shifted my own paradigm. I was living one life, and it felt like that was it, and my bed was made, and I had to lie in it, and I was terrified, and I learned all this stuff that I'd never done before, and I have been serving clients ever since, sharing my story and being authentic in my journey, and now I'm getting real serious. I want to keep leading the leaders. I want this work to go far beyond me because nothing is set. We are such powerful creators, and this work that we do, that we're sharing with each other, is going to need to go far beyond our circles that we're in right now. People are going to be waking up, and it's going to be intense in 2020, and we're ready for it. You guys that have already tribes, I'm talking to you. Those of you that already have a platform and you're wanting to really share your modality and you're like, come on now, it's time. We're going to need it. We're ready. I'm ready to guide you through that. Ready to guide you through, I love the mindset part of it. And then I'm so blessed with this gift to feel where you are. And when you're stuck, I can feel it. And we can say, well, would you like to feel what it's like to come back into resonance? And then you feel that day right then and there. And then we work through why you couldn't come to that yourself. That's where so many people pay thousands of dollars and get stuck writing in their journal, wishing they were like the person they were paying that money to. We're not doing that here. I only have one or few clients at a time. We're talking day to day. Nobody's getting stuck in their own sabotage to feel shame because they couldn't figure out how to get through to the next level. We are like, I'm working with people that are so powerful and have transcended, and now we're like meeting a point where there's going to be a whole new level of alignment, especially with all the cosmic events going on. We're getting so much light coming in and rearranged in our DNA formula. It's time to get recalibrated. I'm here with you. So I love all of you watching tonight. Let's take 2 seconds and pull a question card. And I think what would be fun is for me to come on tomorrow. And for those of you that are watching this, I would love for you, if you identify with this message, ooh, my crown's starting to knock, like somebody's knocking. So I'm going to have new downloads for you guys tomorrow. And I'm going to keep tuning in. Like, we have this particular control freak that's feeling sort of inflamed and puffy because you're holding on to stuff. I've got another profile coming through tomorrow. If you're identifying with this series and you want to be read, you want me to tune into your energy and you're considering working with me, comment below, even if you're watching the playback. I'm going to be coming on for the next few days. Next week, I'm going to be with my kids and I'm going to take a little space. I'll still be coming on. But I would like these readings that I do to really align to the work that we're doing as leaders and way showers and change makers. And I want you to reach out to me if you're like, well, I would really like to know if this is a witchy thing, or I'd like to feel if this is a past life thing, or I would like to know if this is something that feels like one of these trauma-based tightnesses. Val, can you talk to me about this? And we will. So I'll look at that. My laptop died and there went my jazzy jazz. All right, I'm gonna pull one question card. Thank you, Romina, I love you. All right, here we go. Yes, why am I capable? And I do fully believe everyone is capable, and that's why I love sharing this work, because there's so many limitations we put on ourselves, and we get to shift that. We get to shift out of it. So thank you, everyone, for joining me on my page here, and I will be back on tomorrow. Own your frequency. There's nobody like you. Happy holidays. See you tomorrow.